Oj, co zrobimy? Co? Ja wam mówię. Oczywiście tak. Witam wszystkich bardzo serdecznie w drugim odcinku z serii Zagram. Witam wyjazdy, eventów. Oczywiście dzisiaj Harry Pottera będziemy sobie ogrywać. Dlatego no co, gramy Gwiazdy Hogwartu. Trzeba jeden taką decyzję i coś tam, bo o to mi chodzi, że coś mi się tam stało, że te wielkie asety dziś się coś tam zacina. Się zaczął przedstawił podjęcie szlaku, to gramy, Gwiazdy Hogwartu. Zobaczcie, może sobie zapisy, jak to tak przychodzi. Tak, codziennie. Nie wiem, mama zmienię godzinę, to ja spotkam. Nie wiem, jak uważacie, to tam napiszcie w komentarzu, jeżeli chcecie odcinki. Decyzję, że będziemy odcinki się spotykać, dobra? O 17. Nie miałem tego ostatnio, od drugiego spotkania co do godziny, o godzinie 18, to 2 tygodnie, przepraszam, 17 będziemy się spotykać co 2 tygodnie. A teraz sobie. No wiemy, jakaś mycie w tym gwiazdek, Hogwartu, przecież Harry Potter też się nie może doczekać. Jak ktoś nie będzie poprzedniego odcinka, to proszę się zaporem obejrzeć tego odcinka. No tam jestem moje gwiazdy, gospodarz tego kanału, to witam moich subskrybentów obecnych, tych co mam i nowych. Chciałem powitać was na tym kanale. Oczywiście to zajmujemy się grami, głównie to jest kanał gamingowy. I teraz tak, tutaj nasz Harry Potter myśli, co dzisiaj robimy, dobra. Oczywiście, proszę mówiąc, już chciałeś do chropania, do jedzenia i lecimy z tym odcinkiem, no to let's go! Co jest? Tu mamy tam, będziemy się prowadzać. A tutaj dawaj, no, trzeba iść na dół. Nie, trzeba iść na dół, chyba tam każe iść na dół. Co to jest? Czy to już trzeba iść? Naprawdę to jest dziwne tam miejsce. Tutaj. Jeszcze sobie wyżej trzeba iść.
Now, which way is the common room?
Idzie wyżej, myślę, że no, ale niżej. Dobra, to idziemy wyżej. Teraz. Patrzcie, musieliśmy iść wyżej, a teraz pójdziemy niżej. Widzicie? Normalnie. Nie, to zobaczymy, co to będzie. Co? Trzeba mieć jakiś wytrych? Trzeba mieć poziom tego zamków. No to czyli jakie? Wiemy, zobaczymy, co to mamy. Mają u nas. A nie tutaj, co? Dobry. To są nasi, co my jesteśmy w tym zakonie. No, pogadamy, z kim musimy pogadać, nam pisze. Pogadać, przestaw się tutaj, trzeba ładnie pogadać, porozmawiałem, przestawimy się.
It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh! Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
Nie, ale skąd nie jesteśmy tego?
No, I merely studied with him briefly before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
się ćwiczyć, no to... O nie, coś tam
A little
zagadam.
more practice ought to do it.
I practiced all summer. I can cast spells more complicated than this one without speaking. What's so difficult about this one? I'm just going to keep at it.
Pogadamy tutaj z...
Do most students know how to cast non-verbally?
Not at all. Hogwarts doesn't teach non-verbal casting until the 6th year, and even then, many struggle with it. I'm simply trying to get ahead of the game.
Is it really that difficult to cast non-verbally?
Oh, yes. And if you don't get it just right, the results can be, shall we say, awkward. Once, I tried to cast Depulso non-verbally on a goblet in the Great Hall and ended up launching Professor Sharp's Yorkshire pudding into his face. He was not happy.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
Dziękuję. Dzięki, dzięki. Z tym.
Nelly will do anything for attention.
If I get you weren't born with wings, Nelly, I'm sure you'd use them.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nelly, by the way. Nelly Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
Prawda.
Yes, our carriage was attacked by a dragon.
Crikey! I can't believe it. How thrilling! And also terrifying. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
Pamiętaj. Pamiętaj tutaj. Punkt. Punkt widzenia zależy od punktu siedzenia. To tam.
I'd imagine most students have never seen a dragon. Have you?
Goodness, no. And I've never heard of one attacking a carriage like that. Not enough meat in a carriage, I'd think.
Wysokości, prawda?
I take it you're not afraid of heights.
It's something I've always done, since I was little. My mother once found me on the roof when I was 5. Still has no idea how I got there. But with all the strange hallways and rooms in the castle, and everything lurking in and outside the grounds, you don't need to scale a tower to see something incredible here.
What exactly are the rumors about my journey to Hogwarts?
That you escaped a dragon attack?
Yeah.
Isn't that enough? Most of us arrive via train or boat, not having just escaped the jaws of a dragon. Of course it's got people talking. Word travels fast at Hogwarts.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
Wiecie jak ja dam tytuł? Razem Hogwartu. Odcinek 02. Harry Potter i INowe przyjaciele. Tytuł odcinka. O, będzie tak. Gitar. Tak zrobimy. A teraz jakiś tym gościem
You'll
muszę
like
pogadać.
it, trust me.
Nie mamy przysięwiczy, że widać. Co ty masz?
Brewed it myself. Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
Must be nice having an aunt for a professor.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well, and she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
To pogadamy.
Seems you enjoy brewing. Might I assume that you've a talent for potions of all sorts?
Well, as I see it, there's little difference, fundamentally, between brewing a modification to butterbeer and a Wiggenweld potion.
Jutro pogadam z nim.
I'm
Ja
not
zobaczyłem, co
certain
tam
Professor Sharp would make the connection. He doesn't appreciate my, creativity as much as you might think.
Co? Miło by cię poznać.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
Czy to teraz?
New Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
Żeby się z tą panią, tym profesorem musimy się poznać. Pogadać. Przepraszam, uwaga, ja idę. Dobry pani profesor.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well,
That's what
you
it
are
was.
here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Co mamy?
Here you are.
O czym?
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Dziękuję pani profesor.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Dobra, idziemy pani profesor. Dziękuję za dobre lekcje i wiedzę, którą musimy
The guide will give
pojmować
you
dzięki
opportunities to
profesorowi.
practice your magic and educate yourself about
W
wizarding
stecie
lore.
hogwartskim, który musimy tutaj... Jakieś tam... O, to są nasi, którzy tutaj są.
I
Są tutaj
certainly would have
naszej roli,
appreciated
które
something
my...
like the field guide when I was a student. Using the
Tam
guide will
więc
also
tego
train
nie ma.
you to be alert to
I wiedzę, jest takie trochę zrobione, teraz idziemy
Do
na dół.
keep up.
Nie wiem, chyba idziemy na jak się do pani profesor, nie wiem. Są te nasi, to jesteśmy w tym planie.
The guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor
Dobry.
Baruchio.
I do pani profesor.
Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Lumos.
Co?
Lumos. Revelio.
Ja? Teraz to. Otwórz, co tam jest. Tak. Dobra, kontynuuj to. Dobrze. Kontynuuj. Dobra, zamknij przewodnik. Dziękuję, miłego dnia, cześć. To teraz idziemy do pani profesor. Pani profesor, proszę poczekać.
Clever,
My idziemy
isn't it?
tutaj.
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Chować wiedzę. Nam przekazałem. Profesorowi oddam. O, kotek. Ogłoszeń, no.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Siema, ciciuś. Sięgnę do wyboru, czy nowo? Poczekaj, pani profesor. Przepraszam, bo tutaj wchodzę, o czym tu o skrzynka. Więcej jak. Nie wiem, jakie to były tutaj pieniążki, nie wiem, jakie tu są. Chyba idziemy jakąś tutaj, naszą pomóc tutaj, za to jest ta, nie wiem. Chyba tak, to jest ta. Przepraszam.
Ah, good timing.
Co tam?
Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker.
Dobrze.
Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Co? Mapa. No. To. To. Ankieta, biblioteka, tak. Dobrze, o. O, podróż. O, dobra. Życie za czasem.
And here we are. Quite the time
A nie,
saver.
mieliśmy
These
szybką
stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
teleportację z pani profesor. Musimy tutaj jeździć do
You
na
can get almost
lekcję.
anywhere
Idziemy
in the
tutaj na
castle
lekcję.
quickly from Central Hall.
O, już trwa zobaczę. Dzisiejszym odcinku, co będzie? Jaki to będzie tytuł?
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the
mamy
hive.
Revelio.
Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
I wish I received letters
Revelio.
more often.
Profesor, o.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today.
Dobrze.
And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Możemy... No to...
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
No to...
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Dziękuję, pani profesor.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Revelio.
Poczekaj. Nie, dobra, to trzeba iść tam do tego gościa. Klasowe, proszę poczekać, co tam...
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Nowe zadanie.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Wyszliśmy trochę tą troszeczkę. Trzeba mawiać piesa. Troszeczkę wyszliśmy na potem, żebyśmy na dworze to iść do zajęć, co mamy zrobić. Zabrajmy tutaj na zajęcia.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, You may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Tough. Leviosa.
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprise. Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
No to zaczynamy.
Levioso! This should be easy. Protego. Complicates things. Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
Class, I hope you were paying attention. That is how you cast Levioso.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Mamy pogadać.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Zaklinć. Przepraszam, uwaga, ja idę. Tutaj chyba tak. Tutaj. Na górze gdzieś widzę. Gdzie zaklęć? Tak chcę zaklęć. Na górze widzę. Co mi jest? Lepsze na górze. Tutaj. Musimy się na zapać. No chodzi, żeby to było światło coś to.
Professor Ronan tends to go on.
Zobaczmy.
I sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Co? Szybciutko, co?
Accio.
Dziękuję.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Co to będzie za misja teraz? Ciekawe, co?
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test? right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Hmm? Eh? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning excellent control there. Splendid!
Dziękuję.
Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red.
Uważać.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Grey, ten niegodej. Grey.
Watch this. There we go.
Accio!
Be sharp. Phew.
Tu wygląda. Bo my rozgrzewamy.
Let us see this.
Accio!
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
Dawaj, dawaj, zaczynaj.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go. That is how it's done.
Accio!
Happens to the best of us.
Watch this.
Niech ale nic nie będzie już ta kulka.
There we go.
No to jest wygląda.
Phew.
Accio!
Dobra.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Gadamy tutaj z nią.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
To faktycznie.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Pogadamy?
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans.
A word, if you
you're
wish.
so inclined.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Co ty masz? To robi mistrzostwo.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Nie. No. Trzeba iść, dobra, tutaj dobrze. Dobra. Uwaga, ja idę. Profesor zarazem lekcję, to będzie za lekcja, nie wiem. Panie tutaj co? Skrzynię. O nie, czekaj, tutaj profesor. Jest tutaj dobra, to później to zrobimy, bo w tym odcinku się najpierw zapiszemy. Tego zapisu. Nie wiem, poziom, dobra. Coś tam. Chyba jakieś głębokie, nie wiem, coś tam. Wyjdź. Zamknij, halo, zamknij to. O, chyba ustawienia, nie. Ustawienia, tak. Zapisz. To będzie jeden. Żeby mieć już mniej na ten, na następny odcinek, na trzeci odcinek, tak. Życzę Państwu miłego wieczoru, szapańskiej niedzieli, szapańskiej soboty i widzimy się wkrótce w trzecim odcinku serii Zagranie w Gwiazdy Hogwartu, którą będziemy dalej grywać ze Harry Potterem, sobie gramy. Znaczy, że będzie fajnie, będzie energicznie, rytmicznie i tak dalej, i tak dalej. Nie chcę wam zdradzać, bo już każdy widzi, to pójdzie do tej profesora z pracowni. My się spotkamy z tym profesorem. Będziemy sobie tam ogrywać. Będzie fajnie. I tak. To 2 tygodnie będziemy się widzieć w Gwiazdach Hogwartu. Gramy sobie Gwiazdy Hogwartu. I będziemy sobie co 2 tygodnie ogrywać, a później nie wiem co będziemy ogrywać. I tak. Dziękuję, że jesteście, dziękuję, że byliście. Widzimy się wkrótce w trzecim odcinku z serii Zagranie w Jacka, pod tytułem Gwiazdy Hogwartu. Oczywiście. Jak? To będą, nie wiem, do 55 minut spotkania będą, albo mniej. Nie wiem. 40, czasami do 40 minut będą, a czasami będą więcej. Do 50 minut chcę dla Państwa tutaj tam zrobić, że będzie 40 do 55 będzie dochodzić, czasami będzie to mniej, krótsze, bo tam będzie dużo gadał. Bo to takie fajnie będą spotkania, nie będę Wam zwracał szczegółów, co to będzie. I tak. Codziennie, co 2 tygodnie od 17 godziny będziemy się spotykać, będziemy się ogrywać, będziemy fajnie spędzać czas przed weekendowo. I tak. Nie wiem, co będziemy grywać o tej, po tej grze typu Gwiazdy Hogwartu. Co gramy, to będzie nie wiem co. Właśnie będziemy Wam zdradzał szczegółów, coś fajnego. Coś fajnego będzie ta gra, coś że fajne będzie ta gra Wam zdradzę, to będzie fajna gra. Ale nie powiem Wam tego, co z rok się dla Państwa ograć. GTA 6, które wyjdzie i dla Państwa to ogram. To będzie moje marzenie, żeby dla Państwa to ograć. To maju będzie zaczęty 26 maja to gramy. 2026, a 8 sierpnia będziemy lecieć teraz tego roku. Będziemy lecieć nową mafią, lecieć do 8 sierpnia będziemy lecieć nową mafią. Zabieramy na zmianę najpierw mafię i Hogwart, tak na zmianę. Ale fajnie, co? Będę powiedzieć co? Szybko nagraliśmy, szybko sobie ograliśmy. Odcinek drogi pod Gwiazdy Hogwartu, Harry Potter i nowi znajomi. Będzie taki odcinek. Taki odcinek będzie tego. I co do odcinka będzie. Mamy już nowe zaklęcia, 3. Tam, o nie, co będziemy robić za serduszku. Nie wiem, zobaczycie, to będzie niespodzianka. Dogramy. Nasza fabuła trójka. Na trzecim odcinku będziemy grywać naszą fabułę. Nie wiem, ile będzie odcinków. Nie wiem. Nie wiem, ile tam nagram, skąd nagrać. Nie chcę Wam już tam przedłużać czasu. Chcę Was tam pokoić. Życzę Państwu miłego weekendu, szapańskiej niedzieli, szapańskiej soboty. Soboty mojej niedzieli. Do zobaczenia już wkrótce. Za 2 tygodnie w trzecim odcinku. Oczywiście to na tyle. Do widzenia. Już pożegnałem w tym odcinku. Więc nie będę niepokoił. Będziemy się powolutku żegnać. Mogę powiedzieć. To było na tyle. Przepraszam, że powtarzam. To było na tyle. Do widzenia, do zobaczenia. Trzymaj się, do następnego. Cześć. Pa!